Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel, folks. It is Nicolasa. I am back with my dyed Bottega Jodie, and I just want to feature it and show it to you guys for any of you that are trying to restore color to your bag. Now, I will say this, if I were to do it again, first of all, I love the outcome. If I were to do it again, I would try to match the color a little bit more. I didn't necessarily try to do that, and the reason I did that is because I was in some sort of rush to get this done. Not sure why, but I would try to match the color, which we do know with Bottega is going to be really hard, but I would take my time and try to match the color. But either way, it darkened my bag a little bit, which is what I was going for, and I wanted it to be like a burnt orange or Sierra, which it is, so I can't even be upset with that. What I used is the Saddle Tan Low VOC, which if you are familiar with Fiebing, that means that there's less alcohol in it, which I was okay with because I really didn't want a lot of alcohol, because I felt like that would really stiffen my my lambskin. But I'm not 1,000% sure. This is only the second bag that I've ever dyed. I dyed a Coach bag before. If you guys saw my reveal, you would know that I purchased this bag for a very low price off of eBay for $440. The bag sells for, and please don't quote me, I believe $3,500 or either $4,100, one of those. And so it was ridiculous as to why it was priced that way, but I understood that it had a lot of wear on it. She mentioned wear and tear, and I was like, well, where's the tear? And so there is a slight tear in one of the pieces of the woven leather. I'll show you that in just one moment, but that's going to be fixed by me too with some Fiebings leather cement. So no worries there. I got this from Hobby Lobby. If I were to take my time, I could have ordered this from Amazon, and I could have ordered a couple of colors to kind of play with the color and mix it together. I would have done a orange and I would have done a orange and maybe a tan or something like that so that I can mix it together and try to come up with the color that this was. I'm going to show you what color it was in just a second. I did not care to go in and change my inside. I also did not care, because I wanted to keep the original color. I also did not care to be neurotic about the underside and I wasn't going to do that. What I wanted to do was cover all of the areas that were really, really worn. I would have to have you refer to my previous video to see all the worn areas. Now, if you see this and you say to yourself, this looks kind of splotchy, it kind of does, but I'm okay with it because I like that. I'm not going to go back in and do another coat. And the reason for that is because, why am I not going to do that? Because I don't think I want it darker. I think this is dark enough for me. It actually changed the color a little bit darker than I wanted. I'm okay with it, but what I'm saying is if I put another coat on, we're looking at even darker. The reason being is because even though this is saddle tan, we started off with, which is, a lighter, we started off with orange. So when I applied that saddle tan to it, it made it darker, which was my intent. It was my intent, but I don't want it to be even darker. So I'm going to leave it just like this. It did what I wanted it to do. As you notice on the underside of this strap, it was dirty. Color was really bad under here. I'm happy to have it a little bit evener to where I'm not embarrassed about the underside. Here is the original color. Okay, if I could get in there, that's the original color. Do you see it? So as you can see, the dye is a little bit darker. And in the sun, let me see. There we go. That's the original color. So it was like a light orange. I kept this like this on purpose because I want to see that original color. It's kind of weird, but I do. You can see the areas that were worn off completely. Those areas took the dye, but of course you're going to have a different color on those areas that were worn off completely. Now, some of you may have said, well, I would have gotten in here and I would have gotten in there. That's up to you. I right now I'm okay. If I want to, I can go in with a smaller, and this is smooth, by the way, and it did not change my leather texture yet. What it did though is it made it, it's still drying, by the way. Let me back up. That's how it looks from afar. Okay, so it looks beautiful. It is still drying. It's going to take until 5 o'clock, 5:30 p.m. this evening for it to dry. Right now, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, March 13th. Yep. We are in spring break and we're headed towards the weekend here, which I'm like, no, please no. Right here is where you see that tear. I'm going to leather cement it. And let me get under there. That's somewhat of the original color. I did paint in there, or dye in there. But there we go. Let's see if I could get in there. Yeah, sorry. This is the original color right here. Focus, focus, focus. He's not focusing. There she go. There she go. That's the original color. It was more like a, I want to say sherbet. It was a yes, it was a sherbet orange, and I did appreciate that. I could have taken my time, like I said, and I could have come up with the color. I could have tried to match the color a little bit more. I had swatches from Hobby Lobby to test the color out, but I wanted to do this. I was just so excited. Here around my edges was the roughest part. The leather looks to be unfinished around here. It looks pretty rough. I'm okay for now. What I'm going to do is I need to apply leather balm. Once this dries this evening, I'm probably going to give it till tomorrow just to totally have it sit unaffected. And then tomorrow, I'm going to apply leather balm from Fiebing, which is another thing I'm going to get from Amazon because Hobby Lobby does not carry it. And from what I hear, the leather balm actually goes in, kind of seals the dye. Also, you know, kind of just seals the dye, really. And I'm hoping that it conditions as well. If not, I'll condition it. But it does not feel hard. It doesn't. I will say that it got a little stiffer, which is what I wanted. It was too floppy, too used, too abused, and I really wanted it to get a little, it's stuffed right now, but I wanted it to get a little structure to it, and it did get a little bit of structure to it, okay? All right, you guys, I am going to come back when I actually apply the leather balm to my Bottega Veneta Jodie. And this is the small size. Once again, I have it on parchment paper in my bedroom because she's drying, and throughout the night, I would look up and take a look at her and be like, I love that bag. I love the price. I love the fact that I was able to get it. And I'm okay with redying it myself. Hopefully, if I've inspired you, if you see a bag that you want to restore, that you would use Fiebings to do it. I've used Fiebings the last time I dyed a bag, and so I felt pretty safe using Fiebings. Yeah, and I watched a couple YouTube videos. So likewise, I'm sharing the information with you. All right, let me know what, any questions that you have, any comments that you have, and any follow-ups, like if there is color transfer, or, you know, like over time, or, oh, did I get stuck in the rain and did something happen? I will definitely report back any issues that I have, but so far, so good. Please like and subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you want to see me do.